Our top focus at 3, the war of words within the Aam Aadmi Party is intensifying. Party leader Mayank Gandhi has mounted a fresh attack on the Kejriwal camp in his blog. The senior AAP leader claims he's being targeted by a small group in the party for breaking the gag order and that attempts are being made to humiliate him, so he quits the party. Mayank Gandhi goes on to say that it is time for volunteers to stand up for what is right and stop AAP from deviating from its founding principles. Right, Mayank Gandhi once again in his blog criticizing a faction within the party which he claims is trying to sidestep the basic principles on which the party was formed. Let's get in a word from our correspondent Jugal Purohit, who's with us live from our newsroom this afternoon. Jugal, Mayank Gandhi says that he's being humiliated and efforts are on to bring him to a level that he quits from the party.
That's right. That's what Mayank Gandhi has written on his blog. Now, let's just understand why and where from is this entire talk coming in. If you recall, on the 4th of March, when the National Executive was under progress, even back then, the result of the National Executive, where we saw a voting taking place despite there being no need, according to several volunteers, the entire process, according to many Aam Aadmi Party leaders who were inside the National Executive and who we've spoken to, the entire effort was to somehow humiliate people like Prashant Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav, people who many saw as presenting an open challenge to the leadership of Arvind Kejriwal. Kejriwal himself, while wanting to stay away from the entire heat, had tried to sort of say that he wasn't comfortable with the presence of Prashant Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav. So emanating from that is this entire churning. Mayank Gandhi's second blog on this issue. He's also asked for the minutes of the National Executive meeting be made public. It's something that he says is an inheritance from the Lokpal Andolan, where their meetings with the cabinet ministers back then were also made public beyond a point. The audio recordings were made public, and he says something similar needs to be done for the Aam Aadmi Party's National Executive meets as well. He's asked for a lot of things, and finally, before I end, he's made the most important point, whereby he's referred to removing him from an informal messenger group within the Aam Aadmi Party's top leadership echelons, and says that after he wrote his first blog where he criticized the National Executive for being the way it was, he was removed from that, and he's saying that I am being shown the same path that Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan were shown. They obviously chose to stick to their stands and see what the party had to do, and he says that I'll also see, because I have been humiliated now, and I'll see for how long can I suffer this humiliation from the Delhi coterie of the party. He's also named Ashish Khaitan. All of these leaders in a sense attacking the people very, very close to Arvind Kejriwal, the so-called Delhi camp of the Aam Aadmi Party. The entire leadership from beyond Delhi is completely opposed at this point in time to the manner in which the operations of the party are being conducted by this very small group of people who attack on behalf of Kejriwal, even as Arvind Kejriwal himself wants to remain completely quiet and clean. Back to you.
Well, thanks so much for putting these developments in perspective for us. The war of words between the pro and anti-Kejriwal camps within the Aam Aadmi Party intensifying even as the AAP chief undergoes treatment in Bangalore.